what is actually happens in cancer, risk factors, and how we can prevent it. So I think he has already given what are the major cancer types, and the even percentages and statistics he has well explained. So even top 5 cancers of men and women also he has explained. And we have to know certain real factors regarding risk factors when we are knowing about the cancer. A risk factor is anything that increases person chances of getting a disease. Anything, whatever you are using, overusing, or every day what we do may sometimes, which unknowingly sometimes increases the chance of getting the disease. Some risk factors can be changed and others cannot. So that we should keep in mind. This is the fact about cancer. Sometimes you may compare with your own siblings or your own family members. I'm having, they're not having. So this is also very important one. Each person is different of their own make and of their own genetic disorders, and the kind of lifestyle what they adapt is entirely different. Different cancers have different risk factors. So these are the truth about cancer risk factors. So what are the risk factors? So we all know that. So there are many factors which are modifiable and non-modifiable also. So the age factor, alcohol, cancer-causing substances, chronic inflammations, diet, hormones, immunosuppressions, infectious agents, obesity, radiation, sunlight, and tobacco. Even much more in that, the grouping you can group under these main risk factors. So let us see one by one what is the age. Why age is an important factor in the cancer. So advancing age is the most important risk factors for cancer overall, and for many individuals, cancer types also is very important. According to the most recent statistical data from NCA Surveillance, Epidemiology and End Results Program, the median age of cancer diagnosis is 66 years. This means that half of cancer cases occur in people below this age and half in people above this age. 1/4 of new cancer cases are diagnosed in people aged between 65 to 74. So these are so you can see and recently I have read an article regarding one of the medical colleges at Kolkata. They have conducted, I think it is concurrent with whatever the statistics they have shown. Even the mean age, they have also found it is between 64 to 72. So see, that is also one of the factors. The age is also one of the non-modifiable factor. As the age increases, the risk for cancer increases. So next is the main, one of the most important risk factor is alcohol. Drinking alcohol can increase your risk for cancer for the mouth, throat, esophagus, larynx, liver, and breast. The more you drink, the higher your risk. The risk of cancer is much higher for those who drink alcohol and also use tobacco. So these two factors, when they mingle or when they simultaneously done, so I think the risk is much higher. The evidence indicates that the more alcohol a person drinks, particularly alcohol a person drinks regularly over time, the higher his or her risk of developing an alcohol associated cancer. So some people may ask, oh, what about if you take little, even little add to the more quantity. Also every day when you take little, that will every month it will make it more quantity, and it will per year it will increase the risk of cancer chances. So also how this alcohol exactly causes this one. You know, alcohol has a ethanol. So that has converted into acetaldehyde. So then, which is a toxic chemical and probable human carcinogen. Acetaldehyde can damage both DNA and proteins. Please remember this. So it's very, very important. Some people, they say, oh, even till death I was having alcohol. I didn't, but It is again the make genetic factor. All these are important. The protein and the genetics, DNA matter important. How it is, how much you are taking, and what type of alcohol you are taking also matters. Then reactive oxygen species, which can damage DNA, proteins and lipids in the body through a process called oxidation. When you take alcohol, how this alcohol is going to damage your DNA, proteins and lipids in the body. So that is very, very important. So they have an interaction, chemical reaction takes place inside the body. So impair the body's ability to break down and absorb a varieties of nutrient. So you may say, I'm taking alcohol as well as I'm taking very nutritious diet, but this has an interference. When you take alcohol, alcohol has prevents absorption of variety of nutrients that may be associated with cancer risk, including vitamin A, nutrients in the vitamin B complex, such as folate, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and carotenoids. Increasing blood levels of estrogen. So this also increases. You may ask why it causes breast cancer. So alcohol, how can it causes breast cancer? Increasing blood levels of estrogen, a sex hormone linked to the risk of breast cancer. So remember, alcohol is also one of the most important risk factor. So next is the environmental. So we are living in environment. What is environment? We are living with internal and external environment. People can avoid some cancer causing exposures such as tobacco, smoke and the sun rays. But other ones all are harder to avoid, especially if they are in the air we breathe, that water we drink, the food we eat, or the materials we use to do our jobs. Very, very important. Even I have recently read, even the packing materials, what we always, suppose we are asking for so many parcels and we are working in that industry, parceling industry. So even there also that has some kind of chemicals in that parcel materials. Even that is also, which cannot be avoided because it is our bread and butter. So we have to work. Suppose people who are working in radiation, the areas, so they need to work. So even sometimes the people working in chemical industry, they have to wash, they have to that water they have to come in contact. So all these are some of the, and water what we drink also, sometimes we are not if we are not filtering, we are not taking care of proper storing and filtering the water, even we are coming we are having a lot of chances of developing cancer for a later period.
NSTC is again organizing the workshops on very exciting topics. Registration link is given in the description box below. So book your seat as per your availability and interest. For more updates, subscribe to our channel, click the links shown on the screen to stay connected.